waterworks, and I had occasion to look at the Rooiwal waterworks, and I saw a very sorry sight, because that waterworks is not in a condition that would give anybody confidence that good water cleaning is taking place. I got to be briefed that there was a tender which was executed to the level of 68% and then cancelled, and the evidence is just there for anyone to see. That I find very unfortunate. But the problem of the Rooiwal waterworks and the water problem in this area started years ago. The National Department of Water has on a number of occasions raised the challenge of water in Tshwane. They even went to an extent beyond writing letters to take them to court, because water is the competency of the local government, and they did not do what they were meant to do, and in many ways that's why we are where we are today. And it has to do with governance. If proper governance procedures had been executed, particularly the intergovernment processes, the good cooperation between national, provincial and local government, the water situation in this metro would have been solved. The other problem, of course, is a financial one. They have argued that they didn't have the money, but in their budget they did not cater for a sizable budget amount to maintain the water works and also to expand it, because as the population has been growing here in Tshwane, the capacity of the Rooiwal waterworks has been shrinking and shrinking. So they needed to have invested, and then there were tender problems. The other problem is a technical problem. I did not see good technical proficiency at the waterworks, and also the human capital aspect. A huge waterworks which covers a footprint of 200 hectares, which does not have an engineer, is just a recipe for failure. And waterworks of that size and complexity, bringing in water effluent from various sources, needs to have focused experts who know their work. And we don't have that here in Rooiwal. And the following part of the waterworks system, which is the Temba waterworks, which gets the water out of the Apis River, is also not at a good level of capacity or efficiency, because the water that comes out of the Temba waterworks is not fit for human consumption. So we have really dropped the ball for our people here in Tshwane, and I went on as much as to admit that, but we also looked at what needs to be done. Minister of Water and Sanitation, Minister of Cooperative Governance, and the Minister of Human Settlements, and the province and the municipality have come up with a fairly sizable project to address these problems. It's going to cost 4 billion rand just to revamp, expand the Rooiwal waterworks, and it's going to take up to 3 years. And in the intervening period, we are going to have to cut water in through tanks for a short period, whilst Machalis Water constructs what they call a package water system that is going to then deliver water to the people of Hammanskraal. And in the intervening period, I'm expecting that intergovernment work through the district development model will work to a level where they'll increase efficiency, they'll increase capacity, and they will deploy the right people to do the work. So in the end, it has to be a question of people, processes, as well as systems. If all that is attended to, we will be able to solve the majority of the problems that our people have here. So we have assured the people here that they will get clean water, and it's going to start immediately with tankering in while we solve the overall problem. I have to say the Department of Health has to be commended for having, much as there are 29 people who died, for having got onto the scene very quickly to do the tests and to ensure that a mobile hospital was set up to treat the people. I'm told now that the incidence of people going into hospitals with cholera has really come down. The investigations are still ongoing to finally determine where the source of this was. And so medically they are going to be able to do that as well as scientifically. So that is as much as one can say. We are going to get on top of this problem and solve it. The commitment from government is there, and it is going to make sure that the problems are solved. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President. Busi.